Hello and welcome. I am Excellite and this is my channel. It has been a minute since we have done paranormal and supernatural news here at Exit Light, so I decided that we're going to do that today. What are we going to talk about? Well, I'm going to be your ghostly real estate agent and tell you about 5 haunted homes that you can own today. This is thanks to realestateexpress.com. So, settle in, get that checkbook out, and if my voice sounds funny, I'm suffering from the world's worst allergies. Sorry. Let's get into this. So let's start with the historic Campbell Castle, shall we? It took 2 years to build this house in the late 1800s, and it was modeled after Scottish castle architecture. It has a whopping 15,000 square feet. It's in Kansas, and it was on the market for $3.5 million, although I went to Zillow and looked, and it says just a little over $1 million, so I do not know. It has 16 bedrooms, 14 full bathrooms, 2 half bathrooms, and it sits on a 2-acre lot overlooking the river. Even if it's $3.5 million, this house is a steal. You should start writing that check. It's filled with European antiques that were originally imported by Colonel Burton Harvey. He was the home's first resident. And rumors of hauntings abound, with claims that the ghosts came with the pieces of the castle that were remnants of old castles in Europe and shipped here to be used in this new castle. So, if you want a castle with many, many different ghosts, this is your castle, and I might say this house is stunning. Ghosts or not, I think it's worth it. Moving on. Alright, let's move on over to Pennsylvania. Womelsdorf. Womelsdorf? It's likely I just murdered that. Please excuse me. This is the Forge Mansion. It is 7,821 square feet. It dates back to 1749, and it has been preserved and restored with museum-like attention to detail. It is on the market for a mere $825,000. It has 7 bedrooms, 7 working fireplaces, a designer kitchen, and it's situated along the Tulphocken Creek. I hope that's right. It does have a history of paranormal activity. Of course it does. Why else would we be talking about it? Local legend states that it has the ghost of a young man who was tragically doomed to die at the house. The story goes that he was riding his horse to the mansion to meet his lover, who lived there. As he neared the home, he spied his love peering through the window, and he stood up on his stirrups, and that spooked his horse. He was then allegedly thrown to his death on the steps of the mansion, and now he wanders the hall looking for his lost love. If you're interested, for a house with one ghost looking for a lost love, then this is the house for you. Moving on. And now we find ourselves at number 3. This home is overlooking the shores of Lake Michigan, and it is the Schwepp Mansion. It was built in 1917 for newlyweds Laura and Charles Schwepp. It is also known as Mayflower Place, and it's even played host to royalty. 20 years after the couple was married, Laura died unexpectedly of a heart attack, and then she tried to give her husband one by leaving a will that bequeathed all of her wealth and her estate to her children, not her husband. 4 years after her death, Charles committed suicide, and he left a bizarre note specifically for his children to find. It is said that the couple remained in the home together. I doubt that it's said that they remained there happily. This 25,000 square foot property has 10 bedrooms and sits on 5.4 acres. The asking price, $8.95 million. For 2 very unhappy ghosts, the house is free. Let's move on. Number 4, the Adam Griffin House. This is a 3-bedroom home, 3 baths, and it was built in New Orleans in 1868 by Adam Griffin. Who would have thought? And promptly abandoned within 2 months. As the story goes, the Union troops during the Civil War took over the house and stored their munitions and used it as barracks, as they so often did. So begins the tale of a haunting Civil War double suicide. 2 Confederate soldiers disguised as Union soldiers were caught looting nearby houses. When they were captured, they continued to lie and say that they were Union soldiers, hoping to avoid the death penalty for their crime. They were held in the Adam Griffin House, where they awaited trial. When they realized that they were going to be given no leniency, the legend has it that they bribed a soldier to smuggle them 2 guns, and then the 2 of them shot each other simultaneously in the heart. Throughout the years, numerous paranormal sightings of these 2 ghosts have been reported by various inhabitants of the house. Today it's on the market for just over $1 million. So, if you want a beautiful home in New Orleans with only 2 ghosts, this is the deal for you. Coming up on number 5, this Victorian home is in a former mining town, and it is called the Uli home, or Uli home, or something like that. Sorry. UHLI. It is located in Silver City, New Mexico. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, and it includes a handy-dandy in-law apartment. The house is listed for only $351,500, and the ghost rumors are real enough that they're even included in the description of this listing. It is said that the spirits of 2 pioneers, Stephen and Susanna Uli, haunt this home to this day. And for $351,500, that is a bargain. So, I hope you have enjoyed this segment. If you are not already, and you would like to be, please subscribe. If you like this video, go ahead and give it your thumbs up. And if you'd like to be notified of videos when they go live, go ahead and hit that bell. Good night.